Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching this. Risco and Tokyo coming at you with some more Little Big Planet 3. Our tags are fucked up because it's Twitch, and Twitch has gotta be like that. Give me a sec to get that sorted out, and we'll. Why does it say that this is a mature? I mean, I know it's a mature because we're swearing, but it always says that this is mature, and even when we're not swearing, it says Little Big Planet 3 is a mature game, and that's not correct. That's not even a little bit correct. Let's get to the mod view, and then we'll screw around with what we're screwing around with. I don't know what we're doing, really. Just kind of figuring things out as we go, which is honestly the best way to live life, I think. Is this like... Are you on the square? I feel like you may not be. Maybe... But maybe we want... I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. First off, let's get a... Well, because like we might want this glass to be all one piece. Because there's going to be more than one train car. Oh, Alice, lovely to see you. Hope you're very well. Hope the life is doing good with the tricks and the things. Hopefully you've got no particular stress at this point in time. I know how big an ask that is, because, you know, the world being the world, but I mean, potentially. I mean, we definitely banned him. Hopefully he was an asshole, but I think that was the right decision at the end of the day. Is this 5? I can't count. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I think ultimately it was the right call. It always feels weird when it comes up, you know? I do agree with your point that we can't always be on the lookout for weird online chuds, but I think it is good to be on the lookout occasionally. It definitely is. Like, it's something I was thinking about. Although I mean, yeah. Sorry, my brain's in a billion places right at the second. It was something I was thinking about today when we were talking about in the evening. About like kind of having like a list, and I don't know how effective that is because they just churn through so quickly, but definitely like every now and again maybe just putting in a random search, like if you see names coming up like on Reddit all the time, you're like, who is this person, and is this somebody who should be on my radar? Oh yeah, yeah. Us! Holly! Lovely to see you. Hope you're doing really well. We definitely don't. See, the thing I have with that... Us! Anime Titty Fan! Lovely to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. I've done that kind of ban before. Like, way back in the early days of the channel. And it ultimately didn't really work, because the person who I ended up just banning anyways, because of this, honestly, would just be like, oh, did you hear this news about person we're not allowed to talk about? Like, that was the direct, like, quote that ended up getting him banned. And I was like, you know, I went through the trouble of saying I don't want to talk about this dude in my channel, and not only are you talking about this dude in my channel, but you're doing it in a way that makes it clear that you understand that I have banned this topic. Which was a real bad look. It was pretty much the straw that broke the camel's back on that one. But I kind of feel like the kind of person that would be directed toward would respond in a similar way. Like, they would take it as a challenge to find other ways to talk about this topic that we've set off. The mold gamer is not a banned topic. And that's the other part of it, is like, the reason that I had done, it was about Felix, because again, this was like 6 years ago. The reason that I had put that ban on was because there were like a couple of people that were fans of him, and I didn't want that energy in my chat. But that kind of meant that we also couldn't talk about Felix for reasons that would be good to talk about him, like the fact that he's a Nazi chud. So it's kind of hard to be like, oh, I'm going to do this topic ban, but that means that it becomes a topic ban. And no, please by all means, that dude's like super gross and definitely should be addressed periodically with a stone. No one says that enough about Felix after the shit he did. It still bugs me that he's, like, managed to rehab his reputation. Oh, I missed something for you. Give me 2 secs. Because I have noticed, this is to tie a bow on Anime Titty Fan's point. Because I remember hearing about like how he's come to Tokyo and he's doing this art like channel kind of thing now, where he's drawing, you know, practicing drawing in front of folks, and it seems like he's kind of burnished, or at least moved away from the shit that he did, and that should stick to a person. Yeah, I mean, you know PewDiePie. That's who it is. I did hear that Asmongold is beefing with Musk, which is hilarious, and it's very much a Ken Watanabe Godzilla thing. Just let them fight, these two jerks. Oh yeah, that dude's a dingus. Musk cheated, which is the #1 crime you can do to gamers. I hate that that's kind of true. How much, like... I think it should be low enough. I know that this type of train doesn't really use this kind of track, but I went through the trouble of making these damn tracks, and they're gonna get used. Now, I want to kind of deco up this train a bit. I don't think we need that anymore. Originally, this was going to be on actual wheels, but they, it wasn't working right. Why do you think there's a million, ex-speedrunners caught cheating videos beyond the obvious answer that it's just a front to harass trans people in POC? I honestly didn't know that was a genre of video. Although, saying that now, it should be obvious, of course it would be, but it's a whole subgenre. I hate that. I cannot, I've got no mental capacity tonight. If I seem even more spacey than normal, nothing is particularly wrong. There aren't any major problems in my life or anything like that. I don't want anybody to worry. I just like my brain feels like it's halfway in outer space. What do I like? I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Might slip back in the groove. It comes and goes, doesn't it? Like, eventually, like, a thought will click and it'll just work. I'm sure it has to. That's what I'm looking for. We gotta have the graffiti. A bunch of streamers are currently running a harassment campaign at a streamer for not dying in a World of Warcraft hardcore dungeon. They're angry at a streamer because the streamer didn't die? Do they not... Didn't do the optimal play and wasn't interested in groveling. Well, I mean, nobody should have to fucking grovel to anybody, really, but certainly not to, like, Brain? Not to, like, random people on the internet. I hate that. I hate that so much. I think my favorite one is a guy that accused a Breath of Fire speedrunner of cheating because, get this, there's an area in the game that plays with sound from the console emulator, whatever, so the guy was like, this sound doesn't seem real, must be sound cheating. So he got in 4 actual sound experts and media, and all of them went, bro, this sounds normal. So he went to the person he accused of cheating stream and went, I have the ultimate weapon. I've asked ChatGPT. I had to stop there for a second, because, like, nothing good is gonna come from this. I've asked ChatGPT 40 times if you're cheating, and to ask if the sounds are sus. How would, like... do they think ChatGPT is magic? Like... Why would they think that, like, a large language model would know if the sound is sus? They're super pissed because he keeps calling them out for using a minor bit of drama in the game for content. And they ought to be called out because it's a load of bullshit? Wait, maybe, hold on a second. I feel like there's a more clever way of doing this. The person who was accusing people of cheating was the number 2 Breath of Fire speedrunner. The person who was accusing of cheating was the number 1 ranked. I'm gonna guess it was number 1. So this was very clearly like, I want to screw with this dude kind of deal. if he got disqualified, he would be number one. Of course. A lot of people think ChatGPT is magic, is a thing. I mean, I kind of feel like that's where we are these days. Like, we have allowed tech illiteracy to get to such an extent that, like, I mean, I guess this has always been a problem with any kind of tech, but, like, that people just assume that it can do everything, that it's just fucking magic, and that's, like, I'm fairly tech illiterate, and even I know that's not how that works. It's sold as a million things, none of which you can do. Oh god. I know that people predict, like, the AI bubble is eventually going to burst because, like, it doesn't make money, but I really wish that it would burst faster. Because they keep on shoving it in, like, every fucking where, and I don't need it or want it. Little Smurfs. Let's go. Like, you gotta smarten up, bro. Sometimes you're just silly. I'm not thinking ahead. Got myself a cinnamon and star Anzus tea. Oh, anise tea. I can never say that word right. Is it yummy? And importantly, is it also good for your tummy? I ask because I remember you mentioning the other week that you'd had more tea than your stomach really wanted to handle. I can't wait for somebody to ask GP to solve a murder. It must have happened already, right? Like, somebody must have done that. It's nice that I haven't had the tummy rumbles yet. Love to hear it. Is life being pretty good to you recently? And you as well, anime titty fan. Is life treating y'all okay? Because I know it's kind of a lot recently. I woke up this morning, I found out that David Lynch died, and that kind of sucked. Had a fun day today, and the world has been sucky otherwise. I'm glad at least that the day was good to you, even if the world is being the world. did I see the news? Uh, God, which news? I saw the Lynch news. That was bad news. I saw the ceasefire news. Unless there's new ceasefire news, that's bad news. Yeah, I did see the Lynch news, and that was pretty crummy. Didn't like seeing that this morning. Oh, that's not gonna go over far enough. Gonna watch The Straight Story tonight in the watch group with Alessia. I've never seen The Straight Story, but there's like a chunk of Lynch that I haven't actually sat down and watched, and I really oughta. Do you not want to move? Oh, wait. Oh, right. I have seen Inland Empire. I didn't get it precisely, but I have seen it. It was certainly interesting, and I don't want to say I didn't like it, but I think it's my least favorite of what I've seen of Lynch's stuff. I kind of found it impenetrable. I mean, that's the kind of part of the point, right? Is he's talking about, like, the Inland Empire in the movie is the one that's in LA, I think. Like I said, I kind of struggled with that one. I did like the rabbits though. I found it funny when I watched the movie the first time that I found out about that. That's super fair. Inland Empire being a trait in Disco Elysium makes me so interested in watching the movie. It's like, I mean, it's a movie. It's Kino. I mean, it kind of is. I do feel like I kind of have to grant that it is in fact Kino, but it is also, I don't want to say it's impenetrable because I don't think that's fair to the film, but I don't feel like it lends itself to easy penetration. Which I don't know if that's how I want to phrase that, but it's a Lynch work where you love it or hate it. My impregnable fortress has been pregnated. Oh, Avalon. Lovely Avalon. Yeah, like, I should sit down and watch it again. There's so many movies I feel like I should sit down and watch sober. I feel like I might get more out of them. Straight Story seems like its most straight film. Like, I've heard narratively at least it's kind of his easiest to follow. Like, it's not doing like a lot of the let's fuck with people, let's fuck with the viewer type of stuff that other Lynch movies does. It's just a biopic about a guy he found interesting. Now, is that like, is it actually based on anybody in particular? Because I don't think I realized that. Oh no shit. That's kind of cool. It's based on the true story of Alvin Straight's... Well, there's the name. Alvin Straight's 1994 journey across Iowa and Wisconsin on a lawnmower. Now I've gotta fucking watch it. As soon as you said Wisconsin, I was like, well, wait, how did I let this one go? How did I not sit down with this fucking movie? Everyone loves Iowa, clearly. I don't know if that's, in fact, the case. I don't know that everyone loves Iowa, but I do gotta give Wisconsin its due, because it shows up so seldomly in movies. I don't love any American state, nor should you. Besides Jersey? Well, I mean, you do have family there, so... That's reasonable, I guess. I don't know, I mean, America's pretty... Like, there's parts of America that are pretty neat. It's just kind of a shame that they are part of America. If that makes any sense. Also, Jersey Italian Americans are the most powerful people of all time. Oh, Jersey Italian American. Okay. No love for the New York State Italian Americans. It's got to be the Jersey ones. My poor Mima is rolling in her grave right now. I stabbed the Rizzler, who I can't believe is a real guy. Honestly, he sounds fantastic. If the Rizzler didn't exist, we would have to make him up. They made the most Italian-American 9-year-old of all time. I mean, honestly, he sounds fantastic. The one clip that you shared with me that one time was real good. I feel like the Mets cap is like the least surprising thing about the Rizzler. He's like a baby Tony Soprano. Why would you curse this child like that? This poor child. That didn't work out the way I wanted it to. That also did not work out the way I wanted it to. I'm sure the Rizzler loves Sopranos. He loves AJ Soprano. I don't remember like any of the characters in the Sopranos except for like Little Pussy and Big Pussy. They're the only ones. I thought that Tony Soprano's kid was Christopher. AJ Soprano's his kid. Okay. Alright, now... we want... let's see, how's this gonna work? And we don't need to worry about getting these things moving in sync because it's all one piece. So I think we can just do the speed. Tag sensor for speed. Let's crank this up to like -12. I think that'll work. Every piece should be attached. I don't think we need a gyroscope, but maybe we'll just add one for fun. Like, just to be on the safe side. We're gonna want a Destroyo. God, my voice sounds so fucking crunky, and it's gonna sound crunky until like May, when it starts being like not shitty weather again, and the air is not just desert dry. Did I see the earthquakes? No. Congratulations. I'm glad that it is official. I'm glad that you don't have to deal with any of that BS anymore. How are you feeling? Like, pretty good about things, I hope? You surrendered your registration? Wait, you have to, like, they make you give it back? That feels shitty. Like, it's not like you stopped being qualified. Lighter but anxious about a big decision. That's fair. I'm glad that you feel lighter, at least. And there were some earthquakes in southwest Japan. I haven't heard anything about them specifically. I don't know, but although I'm hoping it means they weren't too severe. Because, like, we get earthquakes all the gosh darn time. It seems like no one got hurt. This is good news. I will happily take nobody getting hurt. Use it as extra issue with earthquakes and tsunamis for obvious reasons. Yeah, like that's, I mean, that's super fair. You're not supposed to fall down. I need you to not do that. There's no legislative ability to just pause it. It was either pay $400 over the next year to maintain it. Oh, well, fuck that noise. Along with 20 hours of professional development, or just surrender it. That makes a lot of sense then, yeah? I know that they've got, like, I know that for certain professional licenses, you do have to do a certain amount of, like, continuing study to keep them up to date. I don't know specifically for teaching, like, how that works out, but don't plan to go back, and by the time I might want to, I'll have done a ton of study. I'll have to do a ton of study. Well, I'm glad that you've made the decision, because, like, it seems like it was something that was weighing quite heavily on you, and I'm still really pissed off about how they treated you at the end. I think that was pure D garbage. I don't know what your next plans are, but I am excited for their realization. I'm sure whatever you do will be nifty. So I think I've got all the basics here that I need, so let's start to put this together. Teaching myself web development, C pound, and I want to get back to learning Mandarin. These are all pretty... I was gonna say nifty again, but then I feel like I said nifty twice, so I'm gonna say these are all pretty great and exciting. Is there, like... And if I've already asked this before, because it feels like a thing that I would ask, and that my memory would just drop from my brain, is there a particular direction you want to go with this, or... Gosh darn it. For web development, I need to learn HTML5, CSS, and JavaScript. What about Flash? This is me being silly. I know that they don't do Flash anymore, but, you know, they could. Plan to keep it as personal development. Okay. Well, I think it sounds exciting. And I'm looking forward to dispatches from the front. Hirunda, lovely to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. Hope the life is treating you kindly. It better be, or I'll get angry. I mean, I will get angry, but I'll keep it to myself so it doesn't make anybody uncomfortable. Word? Brain? Good. Word? Good. We need a tag over here. And might as well put another one over here. How's your Minecraft Steam engine? Because I know that you've been talking about that recently. I'm gonna need to figure out how I want to trigger these, but for right now, just to make sure that they're actually vaguely working. Let's just set up our emitter. God dang it. One of these days I'm accidentally going to click two things together that I'm not supposed to do, just by complete accident, and everything's going to explode. Those are fine. It's never going to get destroyed by the emitter, so I might as well just... Crap. No, I mean, I guess we'll find out if it's in the right spot. Oh ho! I have both a steam engine, a boiler that's the main power source for my Nightmare Factory of Horrors. Nightmare Factory of Horrors? I love it already. And a steam engine, a cute little tank engine for a train. Wait, what did Twitch do, Alice? Okay, so that's clearly too high. Oh, for fudge sakes. You can make Instagram Reels. I would like to make Instagram fake. Honestly, if we could make Instagram just go away. But like, don't they already have clips? Isn't clips a thing that they do already? It's specifically clips made out of stream in their own category. Why? Why though? This is impossible and I hate it. Although honestly I do it to myself. Now are you in the right spot? You are not in the right spot. I'm so angry. I've been hanging out on Xiao Hongshu and it's great. I don't know what that is, but it sounds neat. Oh, it's because you're doing the Um, brainmeats, would you stop fucking around? You're doing the Mandarin learning. Okay, that makes sense. It's a Chinese app like TikTok and Instagram. Is that like the what, the red note? Is that what it's called? That's what I was hearing. I was hearing like interesting stories about that. I'm glad, like, at least for now, and I'm sure eventually, because we're Americans, I'm sure eventually we will start to show our ass, but I'm glad for now it seems like it's been pretty chill and positive experience for everyone. So many amazingly talented people on there. That's cool. I think it says something that even in places where TikTok is illegal, uh, people seen the vibe and went, this is good. Like, I see Brazilian users go there and get Chinese people, like, well-drawn maps of every Brazilian state. Oh, that's kind of neat. I would love to see the little tank engine that you made. That would delight me. This is going to be impossible, and I hate it so much. There are so many buff lesbians on there. Oh my god. That sounds like some kind of heaven. It assigned you lesbian the second you got on there. That's fucking hilarious. Oh shit, is this like where... Are you where you need to be? For realsies? Oh my god, I think I actually said it correctly. Some of the most beautiful people I've ever seen, and I'm so envious. Don't be envious, Holly. You are beautiful. I've seen you. You remember that I have seen you. Also, though, calling Chinese Instagram is kind of reductive and Western-centric, so I don't want to say that comparison too much. I do want to say it's better designed than any meta app. I mean, I hate to say that's like, it feels like a backhanded compliment, but because meta apps are kind of shite, aren't they? Like, they're famously shite. Meta's like the worst designed apps of all time. Womp womp. Good job, Meta. Facebook looks like it's still from 2009. Oh shit, I'm gonna take a look at it. I need to figure out how to get this to do what I want it to do, and then I will peep that. if if I put these in something and turn off a microchip, it will make them not float? Because, like, movers, unattached movers do, like, weird things sometimes. Your Facebook got deleted. Oh, shucks. I mean, that is an oh, shucks, right? Like, I'm hoping that you're not crying too many tears about the loss of your Facebook. I'm so sad. Womp womp. Let's see, if we do it like this. Are you actually where I need you to be? Yes, I think you are. One of my uncles uses Facebook and was born in the literal 40s, and he's like, Facebook sucks so hard. Freaking Facebook sucks so hard. Sucking Facebook. Okay. Sweet. I think we are starting to be gold. How will I be called a dude now? Nobody better be calling you a dude. I'll give him some lip. Like a fat lip. 'Cause I'll punch him in the lip. Was your uncle giving you was your uncle giving you dude? 'Cause that's unforgivable. Like, just think. Now you want to be doing this. Alright, first off, we're going to have to reset all of these. That's our first step. Do things nice and simple so that you don't get lost in the sauce of your logic. Oh, I gotta let me catch hitting this steam engine before I forget. Oh my gosh, that is fantastic. That's way better than the steam engine I made, which is this one. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. Can I put this in the chat, Yudunda? Would you be okay with that? To be fair, I had a reference model. I mean, it's still fantastic, though. Okay, let me put this. I'll put the first one up so I don't end up spamming the chat with like really long links. I mean, to be fair, Holly, we could do that. I'm not gonna, but we definitely could accomplish that goal. There's a Chinese dude on Red Note that lives in China but loves like pickup trucks. Whose thing is doing a cowboy impression and does it pretty good. Is asking people to send their truck pictures. Is that the dude who was talking about like how spies will blend in with the native population and will even talk with accents and drink the food that you drink and eat the food that you eat, and then goes to drink some like fucking Texas whiskey and is just like, nah, I hate doing this shit. Because it's pretty funny. I saw that one and that was pretty cute. Okay, so I think, well, first off, we're gonna have to do, we gotta get the movement in here. I think this guy just loves cowboy hats and pickup trucks. Okay. I wish I had a copy of that, like, because I saw it on Tumblr. Somebody had reposted it on Tumblr, so. I unfortunately don't have a copy to share. You guys had 4 pictures? So I was like, no, don't send 4. They suck. That's pretty funny. He's not wrong. I wish I knew why the... do you know why sometimes, like, stickers disappear from larger objects? Because I've got this larger object, and, like, the sticker should be on all of it, and then it just kind of disappears for half of it, for no reason that I can tell. Oh shoot, oh, that's silly. Input action's gotta be on speed scale. I did! And that was a really good one. I hadn't thought about, like... Oh, here it is right here. This black sticker should be covering this entire bit of cardboard, but it just kind of cuts off for no reason. But to Alice, like, I hadn't even really thought about mod scenes and how they might express themselves in places without a, like the article was saying, without a, like, a dedicated infrastructure for producing commercial product, like commercial video games. And so their mods are approaching that in size and complexity, and how that just gets completely kind of erased from Western discussion of like what games are. And I hadn't even had the idea of that. But reading it made so much sense. I was like, yeah, of course, that's probably what's going on. All he says, I saw a gay Chinese guy talking to his fans, who were Chinese bears, about how not every man with a beard and muscle is gay in the United States, and I chortled. There was a healthy chortle. Okay, first off, this needs to have rail on it. Get railed. And we want a tag here for train. I think yellow would do. You set you to speed scale, right? I don't think I ever saw this issue. The only thing I could recommend is replant a sticker and make it bigger. Okay. I mean, we could definitely give that a shot. I've had it come up every now and then, but I don't know that I've ever known why. Oh shit, Alice, thank you. I appreciate that. Let me get this sticker down, and then... Oh gosh dang it. Oh, double dang it. Let me reapply this sticker, and then... Okay, so that's unfortunately not doing it, and I don't know why. It's so weird with stickers sometimes, though. Alright, well, we'll figure that out later. I'm gonna take that break, and then I'm gonna come back, and it will be exciting, maybe, but just 5 minutes. Alright, I am back. That was kind of quick. Yeah, I don't know why sometimes objects do that with stickers, but it has come up for me in the past, and it's always kind of a pain in the butt. I think... Okay. Like... I think what we want is... We're gonna have a chip. And this will have an impact sensor, including rigid and including touching. And when this hits train, it'll start a timer that'll make this spawn. Maybe put like I don't know, like a 5-second timer maybe? Power back? Oh, power back! Congratulations! It's wonderful to have you, as always. I hope that life is treating you pretty darn good. What with the power being back on and everything. We want an ore because this is going to be the starter train. I watched the first episode of Botmaster yesterday. Why though? Why though? Alice, why would you do that to yourself? Ziv Zuland throws his shoes at a helicopter and the helicopter gets destroyed. And Bailey says Myrrh. Well, say Myrrh back to Bailey for me. It's Ziv Zoolander. I mean, I'm aware and acquainted with Ziv Zoolander, but I don't. Is that where they got Zoolander, the fucking the movie guy? Probably no. Well, that's a shame. It's a real name. That's also a shame. Rip to everyone named Zoolander, I guess. Drinkwater is a real name, as it turns out. Okay. I mean, there are all sorts of names out there. This is to be sure. This is to be true. This is a thing. And then we'll put... Put our 5-second timer here. But even still, like, I mean, I don't know, Bombmaster just sounds like trash. Like, it does not sound like a fun show. Not even ironically. I suppose like as long as you're enjoying it, there's no harm there. But okay, let's see if this actually works. We have our train come through, and it gets destroyed, and it starts our timer, and we have the train come through. Why are you... What are you doing? That was weird. I'm not sure if I'm happy with that. Because you're going through fine. You're nice and smooth. Why are you getting stuck? Can you be like a little bit higher? Okay, yeah, that worked. Or not. Eh? There's a famous soccer player named Danny Drinkwater. Oh, no shit. Why, like, I don't know why they would, though. Like, what's the purpose? Gans? Is Gans really that proud of Silent Hill? Why are you getting stuck? That's so weird. I mean, I guess I could make all of these defizzed. Where's the Crying Freeman sequel film? Where's the Gordon Freeman sequel film? No one thinks about Gordon. I do know what Crying Freeman is. Yes. It is an anime that I never watched, but I do know what it is. It's by the Lone Wolf and Cub guy. Oh, I didn't know that. That is new information to me. The manga is Peak. All right. There's an evil Muppet that tries... Wait, what? I'm sorry, did you say there's an evil Muppet? I'm not entirely sure what to do with that information. I kind of love it, but... There's one chapter about this puppet handler who has sex with the protagonist and then tries to kill him with a puppet. It sounds like that one ventriloquist comedian that like kind of lost his shit post 9/11. I don't think he tried to kill anybody, though. Not as far as I know, at least. He may have done. Long-term exposure to puppets can do that to people. Every Crying Freeman chapter is like, here's a woman, she has sex with the protagonist. They're all for some reason Fist of the North Star style gimmicks. Oh, they all have Fist of the North Star style gimmicks. Not the sex, but the people, right? I want to make sure on that one. So it's like woman knows the ancient Chinese kung fu we never heard of before, and is also a racial character. This is sounding like a lot. I hope you all know about the boy who cried Freeman. I only know about the the boy who cried Fremen, which I think was Herbert's original title for Dune. The same guy also wrote Lady Snowblood. Oh, Kronos! Lovely to see you. Hope you're well tonight. Hope life is being kind to you. And if it's not, I hope that life has a set location and also a um, weak point that we can exploit for extra damage so that I can come and kick life's ass. There must have been better ways for me to do this than what I am doing. I really have no excuse for how poorly optimized this is set up. So Alice, in your opinion, why is Crying Freeman important? Because I can't imagine it's for the racial characters. All right, let's see if that helps with whatever was causing it to kind of get stuck. It's just one of those taboo breaking, edgy action guys 80s manga. Oh sweet, smooth as silk. And we have our train set. It helped establish salaryman adult male focused seinen manga, and it's as its own demographic and space. Okay. Okay, this is kind of cool. It's in the same space as Rikio. Good old story of Rikio. I knew why the TV set was doing it. Missing the cat that either sits patiently or swats the train off the track. I don't know if I want to, like, try to make something interact with the train itself. Mostly because I think it's just gonna end up being a pain in the butt. I wish I knew why the stickers were disappearing, though. That would be really cool. It's really funny how the Riki-Oh film adaptation adapts the least wild part of the manga. Even if I change it to something that's actually, like, black as a material color, it still changes color. Like, that's so bizarre. Why does it do that? After the prison arc, Riki gets in a tournament arc where he fights racist Indian stereotype in an elephant, and I'm not joking, the tournament organizers turn out to be twin clones of Hitler. For some reason, it keeps on, like, losing color on the edge of this object. Like, this should be completely black. But even when I change it to a material that is itself completely black, it still will lose that color for some reason. It is one big sticker. Should it be not? Imagine like a shonen tournament arc, but the big fight is the protag with double Hitler. I mean, honestly, it sounds kind of fantastic. Try putting on one in each corner. Okay. I can do that. Every time I read a Salaryman-focused 80s manga, it's both the best and worst thing of all time. Yeah, they are kind of like a lot. Huh. Well, for right now, it seems like that solved it. Kinda. Still got this little bit here. I don't know, like, the stickers have been... Oh, nope, there it goes. God damn it, like, why does it do that? Stickers have been, like, really weird in this set, though. Because, like, the train is losing stickers, too. Some 6-year-old guy on the train to his job at Toshiba was reading Riki-Oh before going to work, going, "Let's go, Riki-Oh, defeat Hitler." Or possibly rooting for Hitler. Well, see, I tried to make it a naturally black material, and it still did the same thing. It's really weird. You know, hold on, let me peep something. And I feel like I tried this previously, but me give it another shot. Huh. It seems like it's working now. I do hate this texture, but... like... needs must when the devil drives, I guess. Variable speed seems like it's working. Let's make some buildings. I think we're gonna want, like, I don't know if we're gonna want actual brick, or if we would want to have, like, we might want cardboard. I don't know how small the door's gonna be. This might have to do, like, gesturing towards the door as opposed to actual doors. Although I suppose the buildings probably should be bigger because... This is a really weird set of windows for a building, though. Finding out that there are Argentinian fashion brands that do shirts with the Confederate flag is so cursed. That sounds pretty gross and awful. I'm sorry about that. I hate that we have cursed your country like this. Hello? Yeah, okay, I completely just blew the dice roll on that one. Go me. Holly, I hope that you have a wonderful time at the market tomorrow. The windows are kind of intimidating for some reason. I kind of like that. The brain tonight is just not functioning and I hate it. I appreciate your kind forbearance, though. It's just been one of those days, like, all day has been like this. Penguin was a mess today. Like, it couldn't decide whether or not it wanted to be just super fucking busy or absolutely fucking dead. So we'd have these long stretches where there's just like, there's nothing happening. And then there would be like an hour and a half where just we didn't stop moving at all the entire fucking time. I still have a bit of a cough, but I went to the doctor's appointment and found nothing serious. That makes me really happy to hear. I'm very glad that there's nothing too gross going on with your meat suit. I can do the full 3 hours. Like, I don't feel particularly tired. It's just my brain doesn't feel like it's working. Which is, it's like a completely different problem. That said, I did the x-ray test late, so if something is found, they'll let me know. Well, I'm just gonna cross my toes that nothing is found. I think that seems fair. I would like you to continue to be in good health for all of your days, honestly. Why do you not want to move? Okay, that was really weird. But fine, I care not. Okay, that's... what? Game, why are you like this sometimes? It annoys me knowing that this build vaguely reminds me of one of those levels where they give you a jetpack and you knock down lazily made buildings by grabbing them. I mean, that's not what I was going for, but, like, those were kind of fun levels. Not gonna lie. I got a bit of a soft spot for them. Alright, well, we don't want to block the screen too much. I had thought of like grabbing some of the buildings from the flag level and just copying them and shrinking them, but it felt like it was going to be too much trouble. So ultimately, I was just like, I don't know. There's someone on Red Note making stop-motion depictions of Chinese food, like stop-motion noodle recipes. That sounds really freaking cool, actually. Let's hear it for cultural exchange. Let's hear it for noodles. I mean, honestly though, yeah, I could definitely hear it for noodles. World peace through excellent noodle recipes. One loves to see it. What are the instant ramen brands that you got? Oh god, did I put the freaking building on the tracks? Wait, why did you stop? Oh, because I paused. It's like, why did you stop? What is wrong here? I think it's just to import like Nissan and stuff like that. Okay. There we go. I got a little bit worried there for a second. I mean, not about the noodles, but like, I got worried that I screwed up my level somehow. Nissan Ramen, creators of the ramen that saved the world. I was not aware of this lore. Do they ever explain how the world came to be in danger and how they saved it? Really? It was so good that it managed to be a key part of peace, bridging the post-World War II years? What the fuck? That's some, damn it. That's some pretty hefty, self-confidence? I kind of feel like slightly more self-confidence than is probably deserved by the Nissan Corp. There's a chapter about how it helped heal people after the famous Kobe earthquake. The healing powers of ramen. I mean, if there was a massive earthquake here, though, I think if anything would heal me, it would probably be ramen. Oh, fudge! Right, God damn it. I mean, that's okay. What about Kobe beef? I've never had Kobe beef, I don't think. Wouldn't it make more sense to put them behind the tracks because they're silhouettes? I mean, probably. Also, the stickers just disappeared on this bad boy. I wonder if like if Kobe beef is actually really all that good, or if it's just like it just has name value. Maybe the camera angle's messing with stickers. It might be. That could be it. This is not going to be like nearly as elaborate as I was kind of hoping. At least not as much as I imagined it in my mind. And that kind of makes me a little bit sad, but what are you going to do? And I could make a bunch more of these buildings, but okay, that's already... Is that already, defizzed? Oh yeah, okay. Should put the pre-made sleeping cat, object somewhere for fun? Honestly, I probably should. They're trying to gentrify Kobe beef though, so that's fucked up. Wait, isn't Kobe beef like already expensive? Like, isn't that kind of part of the appeal? Sleeping cat object. Which object is a sleeping cat object? But now they're like specifically like fancy plates for it and stuff, like aesthetically gentrifying it. Huh. Now it's art. It does feel a little bit more. Oh, there's a brontosaurus too. Or excuse me, a diplodocus. Oh, I heard about that. I mean, I didn't hear about it being done on purpose by big brands, but like I did hear that this has been a real bad year for business closures, and like small ramen joints in particular have been getting hit really hard. Same energy as the Katamari box art, where the Katamari's in the background and a pair of cows in the foreground. That box art is genius, by the way. They knew what they was doing when they made that. Oh, Subum! Lovely to see you. Hope you're well tonight. Hope life's treating you good with the things and the stuff. There's also the effect of tourism speeding up the death because of the opening of tourism ramen shops that are pushing community shops to close. I mean, it feels a little bit like, that aspect of it feels a little bit like what we saw in Shinsekai with all the... with all the kushikatsu shops. And like all the mom and pop shops got closed down and pushed out. Like a lot of them because just family run and the kids didn't want to run it. But like, yeah, who scooped up, who came in was all the chain places. Same thing's happening with Izakaya. I hate it. We're gonna end up with like a super boring Japan if we're not careful. There's a massive closing of community shops and food places in Japan for a million reasons, and none of them are good. Like, I know that the COVID certainly didn't fucking help anything. I know that was a big problem. But yeah, I bet like the corps are gonna start flexing again. That's not what I wanted. Oh yeah, that worked out. Okay. What do I want for that shop over there? How's the life treating you tonight, Sue? One hopes it is very good. You ain't got no particular stress going on? Send me a thing related to something I mentioned briefly yesterday. Oh yes, please do. I love getting things. I swear to God I can talk. I swear I can make sense. I promise. I'm doing my best. Can we actually see? I mean, fair amount actually, so we have to get those buildings back there too. Let me peep that on the break, which actually is, oh my god, coming up pretty soon. What the fuck time? It's Kino. Is this more of, is this more Botmaster? You gotta be honest with me. Like, are you sending me more Botmaster? It's American Tokusatsu? Is it We Are VR? I mean, but VR Troopers is it's a thing that exists. Doesn't everyone love VR Troopers? I'm hoping the answer is no, by the way. I never watched the show because it came out kind of in poor timing for me to actually be interested in it, but the commercial was on every morning and I would see it. And I've still got that goddamn like we are VR stuck in my head and I hate it so much. Oh, that's kind of cute. It was a 90s show using footage from 3 different 80s tokusatsu shows, and they ran out of stock footage so quick. I didn't know that. They had to do another way to show the stock footage? Is that why they went with the VR? Before I say anything, I assume you've heard about... Yes, I did. I heard we did talk a little bit about earlier, although it's not like a verboten topic or anything, by all means, bring it up. But I already beat the game. It held up surprisingly well. Wait, the VR Troopers game? Did I miss something, Kronos? I missed a comment. Okay. Been playing a bunch of Freedom Wars, and the post game is kicking my butt. Okay. That's fair and a total mood, and I'm not gonna would not throw any weirdness your way on that. Oh, but we gotta be careful about lighting, because the lighting will do weird things with the green screen, so we don't want that. Where are the cotton puffball clouds? Where are those from? Because I know I've seen them before. Like, I'm pretty sure they're an actual object. I don't think it's from LBP1. Wait. Alice, I gotta check. Are you doing a bit? Because why would we send ambassadors to Hollywood? Hollywood is in the United fucking States? What? Why? We're already here. We don't need to send ambassadors because this is our own country. It shouldn't be. If people wanted to take umbrage at the fact, I would support them 100%, but what the fuck? Seems like ambassadors, it's like, is chief on policy on Hollywood and how the government should interact with the American film industry? We already pay them like $1 billion to the military. We don't need to give him more freaking money. The woke elites. I'm so attached from Americana, they must be reminded how to film properly. Yeah. They're gonna fight the woke mind virus. Get out of here, Cal. I haven't decided what I want to do with you yet, so we don't need you here. Sticker disappeared from here again as well. Wasn't he in fucking Anaconda? Did he not learn his lesson? Why do these stickers keep on disappearing? This can't be real. This can't be the real world. This has got to be some kind of sick joke. We are, oh shit, yeah, we're at the 2 hour point. Let me just quick see if I can find something, and then I will likely fail, because I think it was a hallucination, and once that happens, I will take my break. I could have sworn there was a freaking, like, cotton ball cloud, though. Like, I thought that was a thing. Oh, because it totally is. Fuck me sideways. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about what I want to do with this. But I'm gonna take that break. Sylvester Stallone is currently directing films for big studios and doing TV shows for Paramount Plus, which is totally not a conflict of interest. I mean, you don't think he would be so corrupt as to direct federal dollary dues to Tulsa King? Surely that's a labor of love that he's funding out of pocket. But we'll let that work itself out. I'm gonna take my break. I'm gonna be he's the Tulsa King. We'll be right back. Right back. Okay, Alice, I've got a question. I'm a little bit confused, but why why is Reverse Flash constantly purring? Because I noticed he's purring in that entire clip. He's like a cat, like purring. It's very weird. That's just the way he talks. Okay. I mean, if that's what does it for him, who am I to say he's wrong? But wasn't Mark Hamill in Flash? Didn't he play the Trickster? That was the original 90s Flash. Okay, so the one that we were watching right now was not. He did a cameo in the CW Flash. Okay. Are these... like, are they... yeah, they must be one deep, right? Because... it wouldn't work otherwise. The Flash show lasted 10 seasons? Really? In CW's first season, CW Flash's first season, Reverse Flash is always vibrating, both as an intimidation tactic. Look how much faster I am. I am always vibrating with Speed Force energy, and also to hide his true identity as Barry's mentor. Spoilers for a decades-old show. Oh, that's no problem. I'm okay with it. I mean, I did see the electricity lightsabers in the clip that Alice showed me. It did look super goofy. Seasons 1 through 3 weren't that bad, actually. It was impressive CGI for back then. Okay. See, I was never really a Flash head, so... all that went kind of by the boards for me. Okay, so clearly that's not gonna work. Hate that. I really don't know what I want with this, though. It just ran for too long. Okay. Now that one didn't have what's his face in it, right? The jerk? The one that was in the movies? I can't remember what their name was. I just remember that they had some significant problems. Ezra Miller, thank you. The Ezra Miller stuff is complicated, but they're still really bad. That was the impression that I got. Like, they didn't seem to get a super fair shake, but at the same time, they did seem like they were pretty doing not great things. Grant Gustin, who played Barry Allen the Flash on the show, was previously on Glee. So one episode they literally just went, oh well, for this episode the villain has trapped him in a dream and he can't use his super speed in the dream. Instead he has to finish this musical to escape, just to flex that Grant was an established singer. That's pretty hilarious. There was definitely a lot of general NB phobia with Ezra. I do definitely remember that being a thing. Well, this was an idea that didn't work the way I thought it was going to work. That's okay. It happens sometimes. The thing with them kidnapping a girl and her mother is complicated. Once you realize that the thing is still bad, obviously, the original report was filed by a queerphobic dad who had abusive moments. Still not defending them, it was just a whole mess. I still like the idea of clouds, though. So maybe... I mean, maybe we just do the old-fashioned... I mean, he had the villain look down, at least. I gotta give him that. Like, it's still pretty goofy, but like, at least they had the look right. Did you notice that his bulge was visible for some reason? I mean, I figured that was part of the costume design, right? Like, that had to be on purpose. Soup says, I remember this non-binary comedian I used to follow made a joke deliberately misgendering Ezra, and that sure was something. That's real shitty. That's super shitty. Don't like that at all. I deeply hate how, for some people, like, our gender is only valid as long as we're good people. By whatever metric good is being measured. today? Not a fan of that. Do you think it's a meeting, while meeting his Hollywood ambassadors, Trump will call Stallone the Tulsa King? Oh, I think it's almost guaranteed. Like, Trump will mess that up. Oh shit! It happens, Kronos, don't worry. I've been there. I know what that's like. He's gonna call him Tulsa King, Rambo, or Rocky. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, that's I think pretty much guaranteed. A frankly worrying amount of people want to use the excuse that they did something really bad to engage in really dehumanizing shit, or even outright torture on MCs. Yes. Taking long-standing issues for 1,000, Alex. Surely this and the rise of authoritarian fascism are completely unconnected. I don't see why you would think those 2 points might have something to do with each other. Although I do think it's a fairly long-standing issue. Like, not that they're disconnected. There's definitely some connection there, but like, because I remember people being gross in that way even 20, 30 years ago. There was a kid I used to work with that was like really bad for that, and it was really, really creepy to work with him. And it was the first time like that I kind of had to sit back and think about how I talked when I was pissed off about somebody. Because this kid was just giving me the creeps so bad. I just looked up CW Godspeed because I forgot what he looked like, and good heavens! It's like they designed his costume entirely around his junk. Womp womp. I mean, you gotta make sure the punters know that it's down there. They mentioned that if this game does well enough, they might finally be able to make a sequel. Realistically, I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm just glad it's back. Is that the Freedom Wars dealie? Also, Kronos, while we've got you on the phone, while we've got you here, sound. What is this level need for sound? Because I feel like it definitely needs some sound work. And I mentioned other folks earlier tonight, but I do apologize a bit for being as spacey as I am. It's been one of those days. Give me 2 shakes, Alice, and I will do that. Oh, I absolutely think he'll do Gibson's ableism max, definitely. I do think that you're right about there being a difference between uh, the Ezra stuff and the CEO killer stuff. Um, Although I'm not sure that I'm seeing the tie-in. Hive says hopefully if they make a sequel they won't drop the ball after the first 2 minutes like they did with Freedom Wars 1, at least, or at least not have any story in the sequel so it doesn't distract from everything else. Okay. I recently went through the story again, and my guess is they really believed they were going to make a sequel. 90% of the puzzle pieces were put on the board in the 11th hour. It's like, in terms of people wishing death, there's some violence on a person who's bad. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Both high-profile crimes committed by controversial people, I think, is the connection. Okay. Will this site have a BGM when you use it for a vid? I'll probably pipe the music in post, like I did with the tier list video. None of them were anywhere near as interesting as the setup they had within the first 2 minutes that they then played lip service to for the first hour or so, then dropped. See, I don't know nothing about Freedom Wars, so it's probably fine. Then the trains are the only things that would realistically be making any sound. That's what I was thinking. I'm just like, I'm not 100% sure what kind of sound they should make. And I guess they're kind of making a whisper sound. They still don't have usable gauntlets or pistols in the remastered. Sad. You know, this whole time, I think I was confusing Freedom Wars and Advance Wars. Now, how was I going to set it up so that one of the trains would have a random light off? I guess like every time that this triggers, I could have it do a random... What I found particularly amusing about the remaster, when a friend from like 10 years ago I played Freedom Wars with sent me a message randomly freaking out and sent me the announcement vid. Oh, buggery. I really screwed that up. I know how I need to do this, and it's not the way that I did it. I need to invert these outputs. And I need to do it like that. Because otherwise, every time... Yeah. Being silly. That was me. I was silly. See, this is what happens when you put things together without any plan. That's Mount Dangfall. And that's okay, but it is Mount Dangfall. Oh, buggery. God damn it. God damn it! Which one was Soul Sacrifice? Because I don't remember that one at all. Soul Sacrifice is a Vita game. That would explain a lot. Not to dunk on the Vita, just that I don't have a huge amount of Vita knowledge. I feel like I remember y'all discussing Freedom Wars though. The Vita means life. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong about that. The Vita does mean life. I mean, wasn't Tearaway one of the games that like really utilized the Vita's whole shtick? Because I remember like you could put your finger through the screen or something? Like with the touchpad on the back of the Vita? Tearaway used every function on the Vita basically and did it in a nice, non-intrusive way. That's super cool though. Little Nightmares 1 and 2 was Tarsier. Little Nightmares 3 is being done by somebody different. But I don't remember who. Supermassive, okay. Wait, hold on. Let me back up a sec, 'cause I think I missed something. Alice, are you saying that Supermassive was one of the devs on Tearaway? Tarsier was one of the devs on Tearaway. Right. Okay. Okay, good. Now we're all on the same page now. Why? Why are you being weird? Not anybody in chat. I mean, the logic here is being weird. Oh God, that's why. Okay, that explains so much. See, originally I had a different train build, and then I didn't like it. I didn't like the logic in it, and so I scrapped it and redid it, and then I forgot to fix all my sensors. 'Cause, you know. 'Cause, you know. Oh, I bet I haven't... yeah. I mean, I guess this one's not as important, because it's always in a close layer. But the one back here, that's got to get fixed. Why you gotta be so far away? Why you gotta be like this? Disco, why do you do this to yourself? I don't know. Desire for my own destruction, apparently. Or at least my own annoyance. That's probably more honest. When is Little Nightmares 3 supposed to come out? I don't I'm not like super interested in picking it up right off the jump. I kind of feel like I got everything I needed from Little Nightmares 2, but I mean, who knows? It might be kind of interesting. I feel like I should do something with the table here. Like, I should put some stickers down, make it look like a playmat. Like, I feel like this is... I feel like it's just missing something. Like, there's some spark that's not quite here yet. I'm a little afraid to add a light, just because I don't want to screw up the blue screen any. Some people seem to think it's going to be in the summer. Okay. That kind of makes those chips visible, and I don't want them to be. What What does this need? Unrelated, but Tales of Grace finally dropped on Steam? Okay. How many games are there in the Tales series? Because there's like a billion, aren't there? There's like 20. Holy shit. But sorry about that. I mean, is it really a series if it doesn't have at least a couple of dead gotcha games? Thank you, Sue. I appreciate that. I mean, you gotta though, right? Like, you gotta. I do think I'm gonna get that tree in there. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. Was there a dead Love Live gotcha? I guess there must be, right? There's probably like a dozen. We talked about it a while back. Was that the wasn't there one that like got suddenly shut down? Like, I feel like I've got the rough outlines of a memory here. One day Toho will stop exclusively making gacha and mobile games for Godzilla and start making normal ones again. I mean, but then you run into the risk of having Godzilla EXE, and nobody wants that. That would be what the kids call bad. The first one got shut down to make way for the sequel, then eventually the second one announced EOS, and then the Twitter for the Global Edition announced a rough date for the overseas release and the EOS date in the same tweet. I'm assuming at some point they explode, much like Neo Tokyo. It was in service for 3 months. Alice was saying about just port City Shrouded in the Darkness on Steam. It's a PS3 game where every stage you're a civilian escaping from attacks by famous Japanese giant robots and monster IP. So, oh no shit? That sounds fucking awesome. Okay, so we got LL Gotcha, that's the Love Live Gotcha, then the sequel came out, the first one got shut down to make way for the sequel, the second one announced EOS. Wait, does EOS here mean end of service? because that's fucking hilarious. Okay. It's on PS4 as well, if I recall correctly. It was Japanese only. Otherwise, I'd already have played it. I wonder if it would... See, when I first read the message, I think I was reading EOS as meaning something else that I didn't know. Like, a game title. That is fucking hilarious. And you could still spend money on the game. I think they didn't translate it because they used so many IP. I wonder if it would be worth trying to struggle through, like, on stream? Because it sounds like a hoot. I think it's physical only and rare now. They don't even have it on the store? That's messed up. I don't know what word I was gonna use. Probably not a sensible one. Condone. That's what I was gonna... I can't condone that. That's unpardonable. From the tweet, we're excited to break the news to you that the global version of Love Live's School Idol Festival 2, Miracle Live, is launching soon in February 2024. However, we also want to inform you that the global version will close in stores on May 31st, 2004. Japanese spells Kyoi Toshi if you want to look for it. Yeah, let me put a quick googs on that. Oh wow, that looks kind of cool though. I'm not seeing a PSN listing like right off the jump. You might be right, Soup. It might be like physical only. Although it looks like it's running for $30, which is not anything I could spend money on right now. But like that's not like super bad. Yeah, I mean, so it's relatively reasonable as far as these kind of things go. Yeah, it might be worthwhile to put on like a potential list. Seems like the gamma in the game is the Heisei Trilogy one, not the Showa one. Oh, well, thank you, Hiruna. I hope that you get yourself some really good sleep. I hope that you wake up refreshed, well-rested, filled with vim and or vigor, depending on which one works better for you. It's lovely as always having you here, and we look forward to seeing you again sometime in the future. You you appear to have sent me a short video on Discord. I mean, I'm pleased. Thank you. It it feels like that wasn't your intent, though. That's not what I wanted to do. I do want to make clear, although I really appreciate it, that you don't have to play it on my behalf because I know reading Japanese on demand is quite taxing for you. That said, if you want to stream it anyway, I'm all for it. I mean, if Brain, would you please fucking work with me? I mean, I float the idea because it honestly looks kind of neat. Like, I wouldn't put it up as a possible if it wasn't something that I actually would want to play. That feels like it's getting a little bit better. Maybe if we could get some... like, maybe put some stickers down for grass. Like, I feel like I kind of want to maintain the idea that this is a table. Oh no, gosh, no, Soup. No, don't worry about that at all. If it was a thing where it was like, it really didn't look interesting to me, I would just not bring it up. Item and Gronzella are the most famous for being the same team of R-type shump games. Oh wait, oh okay. Alright, so they're former staff, a dev that made the kind of famous Disaster Report games. I remember the Disaster Report games. I never got a chance to play them, but I remember thinking they looked really neat. After 2011 Tokyo Earthquake, they canceled the fourth game of the series. You know, because... And they closed their gaming division. No shit. The Breakaway team formed as Granzilla, who then finished that fourth game and also made other stuff like Cities Shrouded. That's kind of neat. From what I've heard, they very much love it or hate it. Yeah, I never ended up getting into them, but I would see their commercials quite often in Tsutaya. Of all frickin' places. Wait, open world Yuri pachinko games? What? I feel like there's like a confluence of words there, at least a couple of which don't actually go together. You could date women, play pachinko, and solve murder mysteries. I mean, it does sound like kind of a perfect life, but... Is there, like, a nice blobby blue that I could use for like a little bit of ocean. Not ocean, but you know, water. Water? There's that, but that's not really what I want. Maybe something in doodles? I know, we're getting like really close to 3 hours. I gotta figure out what the frock I'm doing before we end up having to wrap this up. I still feel like this lacks like that certain something, but I don't think I'm gonna figure it out by the end of the stream. Which is fine, because I still don't know if I'm gonna do the thing that I'm thinking of doing with this set. Which is... Well, these are kind of neat. Like, it's maybe too late to put them in right now, but... They could make for some kind of nice signs. Oh, there's also like, there's like a big casino sign, isn't there? From Manglewood? They also made Rocky Rodent. In the Pachipata series, there's 20 Pachipata games and an anime. Are they all Yuri? Are they explicitly Yuri? After the PS2 era, they just became numbered pachinko games. Okay. I mean, I kind of hate that, but... Everything before PS3 is Yuri. This, too, is Yuri. I guess we go with, like, the blue blobby paint. Kind of looks right. Wish I wasn't in the way, though. That's kind of cool. PS3 confirmed to be world's first anti-Yuri console? Very disappointing to see. One hates to see it. I don't... Like, I feel like it would make for kind of a neat effect to have the screen move a little bit, but I also know that that's a massive pain in the ass to do, because it's all keyframes all the fucking time, and I do not love them. I do not love keyframes. This was pretty good vibes tonight. I'm very glad, because I don't think I've got the juice in me to deal with a lot of bullshit. Not that we generally have a lot of bullshit, but like, yeah, I don't think I was gonna untangle any thorny issues. Yeah. Although honestly, like, that last stream was for like a wrapping stream on a game, I feel like that was one of the most painless ones that we've done in a while. I mean, it was no Metal Gear 1, that's for sure. The misery that was. Whee! I probably shouldn't ride around on top of the train. Yeah, like, cause that's when, you figure that's when, like, all the complexity is gonna come out, and if there's gonna be any difficult combat, it's usually in that last session. And somehow it almost always works out to, like... Well, mostly I don't want to go out of the camera zone. is the problem. Um, like, it always seems like we wrap up games somehow in that, like, third hour. So I'm at my tiredest when we're getting to, like, the climactic battle. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a ribbon on this pretty soon. I think I might stay like a couple minutes over, but not too much longer than that. I'm still still thinking like, what the hell do I want to do with this? It is chill hours, and I do like that. I found the final boss is one of the easiest ones, which is why I deemed it a safer choice. It was a really good choice. Like, I've been really glad with the games that you've suggested, Kronos, because I loved Eve as well. By the way, did you see that flyer that I sent you? There is an Eve like a museum going on. And it's running through March, so I might actually get a chance to see it. What's your favorite Tulsa King episode? I've only seen like 10 minutes of Tulsa King. Was it the one where the Tulsa King defeated 20 New York mobsters in New Oklahoma City? Yes, this happens. That wasn't the episode that I saw. Yeah, I only saw it like as I was at the counter in the convenience store, so I didn't really get a good chance to take a nice picture of it. Cannot wait for the Sheridan-verse crossover of Landman Tulsa King, Special Ops Lioness Yellowstone, and the King of Kingstown. I understand enough of what's going on to like parse that sentence, but I feel like anybody who just like walked into chat right now would have concerns. Sheridan's the guy who made all the shows, so he's the one we gotta blame. I wonder, like, are there any good cars? I know there's some cars from, Manglewood's got cars. And they hardly ever get used, so... I don't know if I want to put, like, too much, though. Then you can't really see it. Let's maybe kind of stick it here. That kind of works. Mr. Yellowstone, he makes slop for boomer grandparents. And my dad. Who's, I mean, not a grandparent, but is a boomer. I sent my dad like a link to the video that I made, and I'm pretty sure that he didn't watch it. Sheridan makes the boomer slop. I mean, it makes him money though. I have to imagine that he's doing pretty well for himself. They would all look the same though. And I don't know if I've got enough cowboy hats. Imagine LBP Landman. Relatable. No one watched my family. No one in my family watches my LBP videos either. That makes me sad, Kronos. I know you put a lot of work into those. He sounds like a bootleg Rockman robot. I mean, he does though. I was watching. I wasn't watching, but it was on the front page of Twitch, and somebody was doing a some kind of bootleg Rockman game, and one of the robots, one of the evil robots was named Caveman, and I hate that so much. Like that's the blurst. That's the absolute blurst name. How you gonna name your robot fucking Caveman? Have some self-respect. Monday is gonna be Risk of Rain 2. And it's a shame that all my efforts at unlocking things is on my side account, but I have been very much in the Risk of Rain 2 mode recently. That's not very dark. That's not very dark at all. I mean, it's okay. Well, I think I think the plan is February 3rd for the next new game, like the next long form. Time for that Voidling kill. I mean, we might be able to get it. What if LVP carding? I mean, if I could, honestly, Alice, if I could, I would love to do LVP carding. Everyone knows the best drop point in Fortnite is Risky Rains. Is there a location in Fortnite called Risky Rains? Please don't crash. Okay, that's a joke. What was I gonna say really quick before I forgot? Tomato Town is real though. Shit. I was gonna say a fucking thing and now it's gone. It wasn't an important thing, but I was gonna say it. I hate it. Just point your phone at the screen and live stream that. Please don't. Please don't. There was a place called Risky Reels though, and it was a war zone. Source, I survived Risky Reels, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. We need more lousy t-shirts, I think. But ones that are not lousy in quality, which I think is a growing problem. I got these tank tops this is a whole different conversation that we don't have time for, but I did get some tank tops. And they are like super worse quality than they have been in the past. Like there is no stretch to them. There's no elastic to them. I hate it so much. When am I streaming Fortnite? I'm streaming Fortnite on the 14th of fucking never. That's when I'm streaming Fortnite. It's a big never. Womp womp. Um, I feel like that was a little bit rude. Sorry. That was maybe a bit stronger than I needed to do, but it is true. It is true. But I do need to put a wrap on it. As much as I've been enjoying tonight, this has been really, really nice. But the throat, she's gonna die. I want shorter shirts with lousier designs made by people paid more to work less, and I'm not kidding. I, I kind of. I mean, I'll take 3 out of 4 from that sentence because I don't need my shirts to be shorter. I would like my shirts, in fact, to be longer. Um, but I'm fine with the lousier designs, and I would like people to be paid more and work less. So 3 out of 4. Oh, Goofmaster! It is wonderful to see you, but we are just wrapping things up. But I am very very happy to see you, and I hope that you're doing very well. I hope that life is being kind to you. It has been a long time. I hope that whatever has been keeping you busy has been happy and not garbage, because the world is kind of garbage. But but unfortunately, I do need to wrap things up. So, I will ask you all, as I always do, to please be taking care of yourselves out there in the meat space. Make sure that you are getting all the hydration and electric eels that you need. Make sure that you are getting at least one meal in a day, even if it's kind of trashy, as long as it's food, but it's gotta be food. That's the rule. If you got medications, try to take those medications as close to schedule as your situation will allow. But above all and overall, please remember that you are important. You have value. You have folks out there that love you, that are rooting for you. They want you to have your best life. They want you to be safe and happy. And I'm one of those folks, but I am only one of those folks. There are many more. But that has to do it for us here at Disco About. So from me, Disco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, arigasamryota, sayonara, see you, and ciao.